स्ट्रेंथ ऑफ मटेरियल मेड इजी बाय एच एन शर्मा की सीरीज में आज हम सिंपल बेंडिंग ऑफ बीम विद टी क्रॉस सेक्शन पर एक न्यूमेरिकल सॉल्व करेंगे। लेकिन आगे बढ़ने से पहले आप लोगों से रिक्वेस्ट करूंगा कि अभी तक अगर आपने इस चैनल को सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया है तो सब्सक्राइब कर लीजिए और साथ ही साथ साइड में लगे हुए बेल आइकन पे जरूर क्लिक कीजिए ताकि जब भी मैं कोई नया वीडियो अपलोड करूं तो आपके पास में टाइमली नोटिफिकेशन पहुंच सके। So the question is, two wooden planks 5 cm cross 20 cm each are connected together to form a cross section of a beam as shown. If a bending moment of 3400 Nm is applied around the horizontal neutral axis to sag the beam, find the stresses at the extreme fibers of the cross section. Also calculate the tensile force on the cross section. So this is the cross section given to us. इसमें हमें सारे dimensions दिए हुए हैं. Now we know that the beam will bend about the neutral axis. तो सबसे पहले हम neutral axis की position को locate करेंगे. And to locate the position of neutral axis, let us say that the neutral axis is lying at a distance of y bar from the bottom edge CD. Bottom edge CD से हम ये मान लेते हैं कि neutral axis y bar distance पे lie करता है. Now to locate the neutral axis, we will take the moment about the bottom edge CD. So for proceeding about the movement, let us divide this cross section into two parts. This is the first rectangle, this is the second one. Now the area of first rectangle, that is 20, the width, 5 the height, so 20 into 5 the first area. Again 5 is the width and 20 is the height, so 5 into 20 the second area. This is the total area of the cross section into the distance of its neutral axis from the bottom as CD, that is y bar. So here this is y bar. Now this will be equal to first part 20 into 5 the area. This is the area of the first part 20 into 5. Now the distance of its centroidal axis. Centroidal axis means the centroidal axis of the first area. So obviously this centroidal axis will lie at the mid of the height, means from the top this is 2.5 centimeter, means 5 by 2. So the distance of this centroidal axis from the bottom edge CD, it will be 20 plus 5 means 25, because this is the distance from the bottom to top. 25 minus 2.5, so this is 25 minus 2.5, this is equal to 22.5 centimeter. So this is the distance 22.5 centimeter. Now again for the second area, this is width is 5 and the height is 20, so 5 into 20 is the area, and its centroidal axis means it will lie somewhere here, and centroidal axis obviously it will lie at the mid of the height, means 20 by 2. So the distance of this centroidal axis from the bottom edge CD will be 20 by 2, means 10. So this is 10 centimeter. Now simplifying it, we will get 200 y bar equal to 2250 plus 1000, or finally we will get y bar equal to 16.25 centimeter. So here we can say that the neutral axis is lying at a distance of 16.25 centimeter from the bottom edge CD. So this one, or this 16.25 centimeter means this is 16.25 into 10 to the power of minus 2 meter. Both are the same things. Now we will take the moment of inertia of the cross section about the neutral axis. So for that, let us say we have a area, a rectangular cross section area. This is the centroidal axis of this rectangular cross section. The width is b, the height is h. So the moment of inertia of this cross section about its centroidal axis will be bh cube by 12. Now let us say we have another axis parallel to its centroidal axis. This is AB. Distance between these two axes is, let us say, x. So now if you want to find out the moment of inertia about this axis AB, this will be equal to moment of inertia about its own axis plus area of the rectangle, this is BH, into distance square. So this is x square. So this is also known as the parallel axis theorem. We will use this parallel axis theorem to find out the moment of inertia of this complete cross section about the neutral axis NA. So let's proceed. The moment of inertia will be equal to, for the first part this is the b 20, the height 5, so bh cube by 12 means 20 into 5 cube by 12. This is the moment of inertia about its own centroidal axis, this one. This is lying at the mid of 5, means from the top this is 2.5 centimeter. Now distance of the centroidal axis from the bottommost point CD, this is 22.5 centimeter, and the distance of neutral axis from the bottommost as CD is y bar. So the distance between these two means centroidal axis from the neutral axis will be equal to 22.5 minus y bar. So this is 22.5 minus 16.25 centimeter. So here we are using the same parallel axis theorem and putting the values. Now similarly for the second part, this one, B is now 5 and height is 20. So BH cube by 12 means 5 into 20 cube by 12. So this is the moment of inertia of this second part about its own centroidal axis, means this one, and centroidal axis means it will lie at the mid of the height, means from the extreme edge CD the distance will be 20 by 2 means 10 centimeter. So now the distance between neutral axis and this centroidal axis, it will be 16.5 means y bar minus 10. So this is 16.25 minus 10. So putting the values in the parallel axis theorem again, we are getting this expression. And now simplifying it further, we are getting moment of inertia equal to 208.34 plus 3906.25 plus 3333.34 plus 3906.25, and finally we will get that moment of inertia will be equal to 11354.18 centimeter to the power 4, this one. And now to convert it from centimeter to meter, we will multiply it by 10 to the power of minus 2 to the power 4. So this will be 11354.18 into 10 to the power of minus 8 meter to the power 4. So this is the moment of inertia about the axis and A, or about the neutral axis. Now since the beam is sagging after the application of the moment, we can say that the maximum tensile bending stress will be at the bottom fiber and maximum compressive bending stress will be at the top fiber. Means to say, let us say this is our beam. It is simply supported at the ends and the moment is acting something like this. So the beam is going to sag. Sag means it will bend something like this. Means at the top fiber the compressive stress will be there and at the bottom fiber the tensile stresses will be there. So let us find out the value of maximum bending tensile stress and maximum bending compressive stress. Now we know as per the simple bending equation that sigma upon y equal to m upon I equal to E by R. So from here we can say that sigma equal to m upon I dot y. So the maximum bending tensile stress sigma T will be equal to m upon I dot y. Now y is the distance of the extreme fiber CD from the neutral axis, that is y bars. So now putting the values we will get, this is equal to 3400 into 16.25 into 10 to the power minus 2 by 11354.18 into 10 to the power minus 8 meter to the power 4. That will give us 4.87 into 10 to the power 6 Newton per meter square. And Newton per meter square means Pascal and 10 to the power 6 means Mega. So we can write it as 4.87 megapascal. Now similarly we can also find out the value of maximum bending compressive stress, and that will also be written as sigma C equal to m upon I dot 25 minus y bar. This 25 minus y bar is actually the distance of the extreme topmost fiber from the neutral axis, this one. So the distance of this fiber from the neutral axis, this is 25 minus y bar. Because from the bottommost point CD, the topmost fiber is at a distance of 25 centimeter, and from the bottommost point CD, the distance of the neutral axis is y bar. So this will become 25 minus y bar. So now further putting the values, this is 3400 upon 11354.18 into 10 to the power of minus 8 into 25 minus 16.25. This is centimeter. So we are converting the value from centimeter to meter. We are multiplying it by 10 to the power of minus 2. So finally we will get maximum bending compressive stress is 2.62 megapascal. तो यहाँ पर हमने मैक्सिमम बेंडिंग टेंसाइल स्ट्रेस और मैक्सिमम बेंडिंग कंप्रेसिव स्ट्रेस दोनों की वैल्यू फाइंड आउट कर ली. नाउ वी विल लोकेट इट ग्राफिकली और रिप्रेजेंट इट ग्राफिकली ऑन द डायग्राम. सो दिस इज द वे ऑफ रिप्रेजेंटेशन. यहाँ पर मैंने सिग्मा टी को रिप्रेजेंट किया है, यहाँ पर सिग्मा सी को रिप्रेजेंट किया है एट द टॉप. Sigma t is represented by the arrows towards the right and sigma c is represented by the arrows towards the left. And here we can easily understand कि न्यूट्रल एक्सिस से जैसे जैसे डिस्टेंस बढ़ता जा रहा है वैसे वैसे sigma t और sigma c दोनों की वैल्यू इंक्रीज होती जा रही है. And the values are maximum at the extreme fibers. Now total tensile force on the transverse section below the centroidal axis. This is the centroidal axis or the neutral axis of the cross section. इस न्यूट्रल एक्सिस के बिलो टेंसाइल फोर्स इज देयर एंड एट द अबव कंप्रेसिव फोर्स इज देयर. नाउ हमें टोटल टेंसाइल फोर्स फाइंड आउट करना है. मींस न्यूट्रल एक्सिस के बिलो जो एरिया ऑफ क्रॉस सेक्शन अवेलेबल है इसका टोटल फोर्स हमें निकालना है. सो फॉर दैट लेट अस कंसीडर अ स्मॉल एलिमेंट्री एरिया, दिस वन, which is lying at a distance of y from the neutral axis having a thickness of dy and the width is b. So we have the expression that tensile force will be equal to sigma t by y bar sigma y dA. Now dA means b into dy. This is the B is the width and dy is the thickness, so B into dy is the area. Now this is the expression we are using to find out the tensile force. ये expression हमने अपने lecture 21 में simple bending of beam के केस में derive किया है. तो if you are not comfortable and if you are not able to understand कि expression कहाँ से आया, then I will request you to please go to the lecture 21 और उस वीडियो को आप properly देखिए, तो वहां आप समझ जाएंगे कि expression हमने कैसे find out किया है, कैसे derive किया है. But here we will use this expression. So now further simplifying it, this is sigma t upon y bar dot b integrating from 0 to y bar y dy. हमने इंडिकेट किया है 0 to y bar. Why? क्योंकि इस न्यूट्रल एक्सिस से बिलो की पोजीशन पे हमें जाना है. At the neutral axis, let us say the distance is 0. This y is 0 at the neutral axis and it is maximum means y bar at the edge CD. और क्योंकि लोअर पोर्शन में ही हमें टेंसाइल फोर्स मिल रहा है, इसलिए हमने लोअर पोर्शन को कंप्लीटली इंडिकेट करके फाइंड आउट किया है. अब क्योंकि लोअर पोर्शन में ही टेंसाइल फोर्स है, इसलिए हमने केवल लोअर पोर्शन को ही कंसीडर किया है. सो फ्रॉम 0 टू y बार. सो नाउ फर्दर सिंप्लीफाइंग इट, दिस इज सिग्मा t by y bar dot b y square by 2 0 to y bar, because integration of y is y square by 2. And finally we are getting that tensile force equal to sigma t by y bar dot b dot y bar square by 2. Now putting the values here, we will get 4.87 into 10 to the power 6. The sigma t, this is the maximum tensile force on the beam that is at the extreme fiber CD. So this is 4.87 into 10 to the power 6 Newton per meter square by y bar. This is the distance of extreme fiber from the neutral axis. This is 16.25 into 10 to the power of minus 2 meter. Width is 5 centimeter, means 5 into 10 to the power of minus 2 meter. And 16.25 into 10 to the power of minus 2 square by 2. So on solving, finally we are getting the value of total tensile force equal to 19.785 kilonewton. This is the final answer we are having. So my dear friends, I hope आज जो हमने इस न्यूमेरिकल को सॉल्व करने में जो कंसेप्ट यूज किए हैं, जो एक्सप्रेशंस यूज किए हैं, आपको प्रॉपर प्रोसीजर समझ में आ गया होगा. बट स्टिल अगर आपके मन में कोई डाउट है, देन आई विल रिक्वेस्ट यू टू प्लीज कमेंट इन द कमेंट सेक्शन. मैं पूरी कोशिश करूंगा कि आपके कमेंट्स का प्रॉपर्ली एंड टाइमली रिप्लाई कर सकूं. आप मुझे मेरे मेल पे, मेरे कॉन्टैक्ट नंबर पे भी कॉन्टैक्ट कर सकते हैं. सो माय डियर फ्रेंड्स, अगर आपको ये वीडियो पसंद आया, देन आई विल रिक्वेस्ट यू टू प्लीज लाइक इट, सब्सक्राइब इट, अपने फ्रेंड सर्कल में भी इसे सर्कुलेट कीजिए ताकि बाकी लोग भी इसका प्रॉपर्ली फायदा उठा सकें. थैंक यू.